Someone asks, "What do you do?" and your brain short circuits. You're a designer who codes, writes, studies neuroscience, and just started woodworking. For years, you thought something was wrong with you. By 2030, you might be the most valuable person in the room. While others became specialists, you collected skills, and the world just changed its mind about what valuable looks like. For a century, society praised the specialist. The world was predictable. Success meant going a mile deep in one narrow field. Psychologists call this a kind learning environment, where repetition and single expertise were rewarded. But now we're in a wicked learning environment. Rules constantly change. Patterns aren't obvious. It's the difference between a golfer and a predictable game versus a firefighter facing new situations every time. There's a term for people like you: M-shaped professionals. Not the I-shaped specialist with one deep pillar, not the dash-shaped person, a mile wide and inch deep, but M-shaped, multiple deep pillars connected by broad knowledge. World Economic Forum's 2025 report confirms it. 39% of workers' core skills will change by 2030. The skills rising fastest: creative thinking, flexibility, and analytical thinking paired with synthesis across domains. But here's the secret: you can't build all pillars at once. That creates anxiety with no foundation. The answer is serial mastery. Pick one pillar, commit for 6 to 18 months, build it until you're fluent, then graduate to the next. Lower the stakes. You're not choosing forever, just for this season. When you move between disciplines, you're training far transfer, seeing patterns in one field and applying them to another completely different one. A tree's root system inspires database architecture. Musical harmony reveals software structure. That's what AI can't do. This is M-shaped work. You understand technology and human emotion. You solve technical problems with creative thinking from different fields. You build AI experiences that feel human because you grasp both the code and the story. Being M-shaped means going from expert to beginner over and over. Your career looks like a Jackson Pollock painting, not a straight ladder. But remember Kodak, Blockbuster? Specialists thriving in rapidly changing worlds become irrelevant. You've been training for uncertainty this whole time. Many great polymaths had stable jobs that didn't drain them. Einstein was a patent clerk, the stable ground that let his mind wander. A low-drain job leaves mental energy to build other pillars. High passion but exhausting work, consuming 110%, leaves no room for exploration. Your brain is a high-output idea factory, but working memory is tiny. You need a system. When medieval architecture fascinates you for a week, capture notes in Notion or Obsidian. 3 years later, designing a website, you'll realize a cathedral structure is the website structure. Capture dots now to connect them later. Companies now are hiring for unique combinations: creative technologists who code and imagine, strategists who grasp data and human behavior, leaders navigating technical complexity and organizational change. 170 million new jobs by 2030, but not for people stuck doing yesterday's work. Innovation doesn't come from textbooks. It comes from stealing ideas from architecture for software, using storytelling to explain data, understanding psychology to design human-centered technology. That's idea synthesis, and it only happens when you have multiple spikes of knowledge to draw from. If you've spent your life feeling scattered, unable to commit to one path, maybe you've been preparing for exactly this moment. Your supposed weakness was always a strength the world wasn't ready for yet. You're not a dabbler lacking grit. You're a scanner, a potential polymath. Your brain is designed to be a bridge between different worlds. Pick your first pillar and build it with focus. Use your job as stable platform, not cage. Build a system for your curiosity sparks. You were never meant to master just one thing. You were meant to see how everything connects. The world is finally ready for people who can see connections others miss. Welcome to the M-shaped future. You've been training for this your entire life. If you liked the video, please subscribe for more psychology insights. I genuinely appreciate your support.